But in other news, we have new Phantom Knights in Chaos Origins. It is one of the archetypes that is getting support in the set. And of course, I mean, some of the Phantom Knights have a lot of potential still to be a good deck nowadays. So let's see if this is anything. The Phantom Knights of Decayed Cloak, a Dark Warrior, level 3, of course. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. You can reveal one other Phantom Knight card in your hand, the Phantom Knights, which is sometimes a difference, I think. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special, you can add a Phantom Knight monster from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your grave, target an Exceed you control. This turn, you can use it as a material for an Exceed summon using the rank as if it were a level. That just seems like an incredibly good card, no? If you have another Phantom Knight in hand, it's a free special summon. It adds on summon, so it's a good normal or special summon. Like, even if you don't have another Phantom Knight, it's a good normal summon. But if you do have another Phantom Knight, it's a great special summon. And then it has a slight bonus effect in the graveyard, which I'm not sure how relevant it is. I'm sure there's going to be some scenarios where it comes up, right? That you can use an Exceed to overlay that you don't need anymore. That's a really good start. I'm not gonna lie. That's a really, really good start for the Phantom Knight support cards. That is a perfect card for that deck. Okay, and we've got more main deck monsters. We got the Phantom Knights of Doomed Solaret. I have no idea what that word means. Dark Warrior, level 3. You can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second and third once per turn each. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special, you can set a Phantom Knight spell trap from your deck. You can banish this card from your grave, target up to 2 level or rank 3 dark monsters, increase their levels by 1. This card is a 1-card Isold, no? In a world where Isold is still legal, which I think it is in the OCG. They do have Isold in Master Duel as well. So this is just... because you can just go Brigandine, immediately activated, and this thing gives you 2 bodies with no investment, basically. Literally no investment, no lock, nothing. That is pretty strong. Keep reading further, it gets better. Oh damn, okay. The Phantom Knights of Malevolent Scythe. Oh, not a Scythe again. Rank 3 Dark Warrior, 2 level 3 Dark Monsters. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. You can detach a material from this card. Special summon a Phantom Knight from your deck. Alright then. If you summon a XYZ dragon monster while this card is on the field, you can add a rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's not going to be used for good, is it? That is not going to be... I know for a fact that this is not good. If this card is destroyed, you can add one of your banished the Phantom Knights card to your hand, except an Xyz monster. Dude, this second effect, like... of course, the part that makes this card good is the first effect, right? Like a rank 3 that just special summons one from your deck is pretty amazing already. But the second effect, I feel like, is what makes the card broken, right? Like the first effect is why it's good. The second effect is why it's like maybe even a little bit over the top. Because not only is it like a combo enabler by getting your combo pieces from the deck, no. It also gives you a rank up magic spell, and let me tell you, whenever rank up magic spells have seen competitive play in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's been for no good. Like, this screams like whatever. Like, people have been doing all kinds of crazy shit with rank up magics. You can probably FTK with this somehow. You can turn skip somehow with what's the turn skip one? The rank 8. I forget its name. Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is like a thing that they commonly do with rank up magics. There's going to be some bullshit you can do with this card for sure. Okay, that's scary. And there we go. There's a new rank up magic as well, because we do not have enough rank up magics in the game, actually. If someone ever asks you, hey, which kind of card do you think Yu-Gi-Oh does not have enough of? Your answer should always be rank up magic. The Phantom Knight's rank up magic Requiem, normal spell. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Target a Phantom Knight or XYZ dragon monster in your graveyard banishment, special summon it, then you can special from your extra deck 1 the Phantom Knight or XYZ Dragon Xyz monster that is 1 rank higher than a Dark Xyz monster you control by using that monster. Well, yeah, this is certainly a rank up magic. It performs rank up magic. The Phantom Knights of Umbrage Veil. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you have the Phantom Knight monster on your field or in the grave, you can activate this card turn was set. Special summon this card as a normal monster. In defense position, it is not treated as a trap. Then you can change one opponent's attack position monster to defense position. You can banish this card from your grave immediately after this effect resolves. You summon a dark monster. Okay, this makes the Shade Brigandine pretty much obsolete, maybe. I mean, maybe you still play it, maybe you want both, but this is better because it's level 3, right? Because with this one, if you set Shade Brigandine and then activate it, you have a level 3 and a level 4. Now you have a level 3 and a level 3, which is better, because then you have a 1-card rank 3, which is pretty broken. And in the graveyard, you can even immediately, like, this can be an interruption on the opponent's turn, right? Like, you can use it on turn 1, summon it, do your thing, leave it in the graveyard, and then on the opponent's turn, you have the ability to quick exceed. Okay, dude, these cards are good. These cards are actually good. Oh, what is this? Oh, Fogblade alt art. Okay, I thought this was another new card. Fogblade new artwork. Okay, I don't know. I feel like this one. It's okay. I think OG Fogblade is cooler. I feel like OG Fogblade looks better than that. This is good stuff. These are good cards. The question is, are people gonna play like actual Phantom Knight decks, or are people gonna splash these with like other things to do some really broken stuff? Because this has no locks attached to anything, so you can probably do some crazy combo piles with this. The only thing that's holding it back a little bit, just a little bit, is the fact that the rank 3 does need dark monsters. So you can't do this with like Eldam and Swen, for example. It's not as easy to use those as an engine in this deck. But you can still make play like a rank 3 pile to go into like Cherubini, and then Cherubini can send like the Phantom Knight that searches monsters. And then you can just search this, and then this will make, so like you can still make like a level rank 3 pile. There's a bunch of things you can do, a bunch of directions you can take it. Yeah, Tour Guide works as a starter into this. I'm not sure if that's what you want to do. I'm not sure if this brings back like the BA Phantom Knight that people played back in the day, because I feel like at this point the BAs are the weaker part of this equation, and like you would rather just play a Phantom Knight deck. I don't know. But in general, this has a lot of potential, and I think the ceiling for a Phantom Knight deck is basically never an issue, because of the rank up stuff that you can do, right? With the rank up magics kind of like always make sure that you can do something broken, I feel like. So there's got to be some potential here, because the main deck engine for Phantom Knights is pretty smooth, right? Like even the quote unquote old Phantom Knights are pretty high quality cards, right? You got like, okay, banish from grave, search for a trap, banish from grave, search for a monster, banish from grave, send one from deck to grave, right? They got really, really high quality cards. So the main deck cards are going to be high quality, and the extra deck, because of the rank up access, I feel like you're going to find something good, right? So, all right, this is good stuff. 1-card Kali Yuga, they can probably do it. Yeah, they can probably do that. Can the deck rank up into Requiem to play around Nib? Which Requiem? Dark Requiem Exceeds Dragon? Yeah, probably. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can detach a material from this card, negate the activation. Then you can special and exceeds monster from your grave. Yeah, you can probably go into this somehow. It needs to be level 5. So you would have to revive a rank 4 with this. But you can probably do that, yeah. And this is a pretty powerful tool to have, because monster negation in combo is really powerful. It needs the old Requiem. Yeah, but like you can make that's the idea, right? You are supposed to make the rank 4, the Dark Requiem Exceeds Dragon. You're supposed to make that one, right? You're supposed to like adjust the levels. Like you can increase 2 level 3s to make them 4. And even if it's an Exceed monster, you can give an Exceed monster the ability to be used as Exceed material, right? With this. So what you're supposed to do is probably make Dark Requiem Exceed Dragon. No, Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon. And then you're supposed to use the rank up magic to turn it into Dark Requiem. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what they want you to do. And that's a pretty solid plan. since it's an all dark deck, it gets to play Impulse and Spark as non-engine too. That is another thing. Like they've been releasing a lot of support for like basically exclusively dark decks. So yes, every single one of these decks gets to play Dominus Spark and Dominus Impulse, which is really, really good. Yeah, we do live in an era where you have to keep that in mind. Every time you look at a deck, if it's just one attribute, it can use a Dominus card. And if it's just dark, then it can use Spark and Impulse, which is really, really strong. And that's just an inherent boost to these decks, yeah, because these are some high quality hand traps that not every deck gets to play. So there's some serious potential here.